Toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim, flam, bim, bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Rebels offense takes the field. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that the entire, not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
They go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the pass.
Got some room, made it to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
And this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the BYU Cougars offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. And here comes the offense on second down. The aerial assault continues. Grabbed over the middle. It's Markham. Makes the catch and knocked down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. From the gun. Wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the extra point was good. The kickoff team is out there after that punt return for a touchdown. They'll try to pin him deep. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. So now they're staring at a second and long from their 20. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Give to the single back. Still on his feet at the 45. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. They'll leave it with him. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And the Rebels are on the move. He'll try the left side. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
One thing this team has shown really this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a win.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. A first down for the offense. They'll try the run. On the move at the 30. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, floated high, and it's intercepted. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. And that's a live ball behind the line. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Cougars are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Ball in the air, intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Back to the ground with the running back. At midfield, he's got room. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Rebels want to move quickly.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game.
And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room, it's Stevens. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it again. The Rebels get enough for the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to the Pandas. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Feeling some heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third, he lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That is a jolt of energy for the offense to get out of trouble in field position, and now all kinds of room to work. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Cougars.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line filling holes continue to feed this man the ball.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They scored here. We're in for a ball game.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Fires to the right. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. The give. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels!
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. College fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
On to attempt to try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick.
Oh, picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to get behind the defense. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On second down, wants to throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there today in Oxford. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's head back to the Grove and our fellas at Vaught-Hemingway Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They'll open the second half on the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. Can anyone catch him? And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously You can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun, running back gets the give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Second down coming up.
Here we go. Check. Flip it.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, BYU! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And he puts through the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by a field goal over the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They knock him down, but not before he gets... 1-yard line, pick up a 4.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The give from the gun. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The give on the inside.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Yankee Blue, Cobra.
Now they're going to throw it. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the route is on.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Using the quick game. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Firing to the right, complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Gets open down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense.
We'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. BYU with the 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Off play action on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires complete on the crosser. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. BYU now into the red zone.
3:25.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got his man. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to add another. Bangs it through for an extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Ole Miss 49, BYU 21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up second down.
Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line.
Let's go.
Dropping back, it's Floyd. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense snatches it, and they reverse the field. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and then better job forcing a turnover.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Dialing up the 2nd down pass play. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, BYU.
Number 5.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man, and get you excited. And then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Takes the handoff. It's Stevens. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Rebels! And the stomping has commenced.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
56, BYU, 28.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line.
4-2 Spider. Ready, go.
They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete on the right side. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here.
BYU, 28.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. He's going to pass. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Coming after it. Setting up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. Oh, what a move! He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the pummeling has started.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Slings it downfield.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the...
Looking for a deep man. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
It's complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far. Time to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Oh, he wants it all. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Rebels! And the beatdown has ensued.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the game. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it. Picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Handoff to the lone back. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. They'll try it on the ground. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the punishment has been extended.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And the returner is stopped. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
It's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. He wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabs it in the middle. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's caught inside the 30. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Trying to pick up 7 here on 2nd down from the 20. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Makes a connection. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Finds his man down the middle. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. 2nd down after the offense recovered its own fumble.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting.
Snags it! I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 12 over Boise State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Using his legs, it's Stevens. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on third down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Honestly, 3rd and 1, I think you just run the ball there. You just trust in your own guys' ability to be more physical, win the line of scrimmage, and go get that yard. Now with the sack, they're going to have to punt.
On 4th down, going to the air. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense set on first down. He wants to throw. Looking for a huge play. And he's got it inside the 20. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll go back to the air on second down. A strike downfield. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been